So today we are looking at ICT as a tool for export market access in the post-COVID era. ICT as a tool for export, ICT as a tool for export market access in the post-COVID era. Remember, this program is brought to you from 3T Impest Trade Academy, and these are contribution to SMEs and businesses in Nigeria as far as being able to grow export is concerned. So it's a capacity building we hope to do for a long time, beyond the timetable we already have. And we are hoping you will keep coming to join us so we can all explore the world of export together. If you look at this list of webinars, you'll notice that we are on number 5. So number 5 will likely be divided into 2. So that means we might get to number 5 and 6 might be the same, even though my colleague made mistake 5. Number 5 and 6 might be the same. Before we discuss pricing, we might need to talk about this again, talking about the ICT as a tool because of what we have to cover today. After pricing, we discuss finance, we discuss documentation, we discuss service export. So we're hoping to talk about service export sometimes also in future, and then other topics come up as we go along. If there are topics also you want us to treat, you might discuss with my colleague who is sending the message to you, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it across, and we can always work together on it. So here are what we're going to be looking at between today and next week: the potential, the platform, the processes, the problem, the participation, and the possibilities. But most likely we'll be discussing the potential and the platform today. We'll be looking at a lot of information on the social media platform that will be very important for you to know in order to be able to take advantage of ICT in looking for buyer. You know, gone are the days when you have to travel abroad to be able to get a buyer, or you have to know someone that knows someone that knows someone to be able to get a buyer. If you know what to do, there are a lot of options available for you online. What you need to work on is now the credibility of your company. That's why you can't apply what I'm discussing today if you don't have a website. If your website does not have information about what you are selling or what you're producing, you can't apply what we are talking about today if you have not built a brand. So when you get to your website, we can see your product, we can see your color. I mean, just a facade that shows that indeed this is a very serious business. Why? The people you are dealing with are serious people. They also want to deal with serious people. So if you are just coming up, that's fine. You can learn and then maybe you apply in future. But for those that want to apply immediately, please, I beg you, to be able to get results with some of the things we are discussing, of which I plan practice myself, you need to, of necessity, try as many about to carry out some of those recommendations. And if you need us to work with you directly, that's why we have our program from Export Novice to Export Legend. We have the program from Export Novice to Export Legend that enables us to work with you directly, take you to a training program that will help. And what you are seeing, you can imagine what you will get in a diploma program this is just a tip of the iceberg compared to what you will get at the end of the day at the diploma program, which is part of the program from Export Novice to Export Legend. Now, we are in the bid to ensure that we're able to, because some people always say they don't get the link, they don't get the link. What we want to do going forward is to be able to have a Telegram platform where we can drop information for you on every programs that we have online, free of charge. So, and we realize that if we don't have such a platform, it will be difficult for you to be able to know, so that when we send some of these invites, you don't say, oh, I can't find it. So I've dropped on the chat information that will help you. I'm dropping those information again. If you click on the link on that information, you can easily join the Telegram platform. And if you do not have Telegram, then you can download it. I mean, it's free, just like WhatsApp. But the beauty is that it's better than WhatsApp because it can accommodate more than 300, 400, 500 people. It can accommodate thousands, unlike WhatsApp that has maybe 250 something that is the maximum that WhatsApp can accommodate. So that's why we are trying to create that platform. It's basically to be able to pass information across to everyone that will be able to want to have access to information on what we do from time to time. So it will make it easier for you to be able to know what we have or what we are doing as much as possible. A minute, please. That we are doing. All right, potential. So I'll be looking at the potential of ICT, and basically I'll be exploring online website. Basically, the first thing I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes doing is giving you statistics and data, showing the potential of ICT in getting buyers from abroad. Because many people from time to time say, Dele, I want, in fact, a lot of people believe the major challenge for them to export is getting buyers. And over the years, I've maintained that that is not the major challenge. That is not the major challenge. To add you to the Telegram channel, Techno, just click on the link. I just dropped the link now. Just click on the link, that's all. If you click on the link, you automatically join when you click on the link. I've dropped the link again. Just click on the link. You can join the Telegram channel, please. So, you know, the challenge is there is someone, and it's a very interesting story that happened this week. He's trying to get a buyer, and he said, someone gave me his detail, gave my detail to him, so he wants to talk to me to be able to get buyers. And I'll ask him a question. Have you exported before? He said yes. And then ask, what have you exported before? And he listed the product. And I asked, show me one of the evidence that you have exported before, like a bill of lading of your previous shipment. He now said, why am I asking for that? I'm funny. That's confidential. And I explained to him that a lot of Nigerians have disappointed a lot of buyers. So to be able to show them that you are serious, I will need to show them if I'm talking to any buyer on your behalf, I will need to show them your original bill of lading. Sorry, your copy of a bill of lading, verifiable document that you have done it before. He now said he did it 10 years ago. You know, now, what am I trying to draw from there? I knew that he doesn't have what it takes to export because he has not done it before. I knew. Why? Because, you know, when someone tells you, I need buyer for, and if you mention 3, 4, 5, 6 products, it's a sign that he's not ready. If you need buyer, if you have buyer, you should be able to specialize in 1 or 2 products rather than having like 6, 7, 8 products that you want to export and you don't have access to any of them. These are things that we do that discourage buyers, that make them to see us as not being credible. So this person I've not exported before, and I say, okay, why don't you join us online this evening so that you can learn? He's not ready to learn, even though it's free. He just wants contact to buyers. He just wants contact to buyers. You know, it's so sad because people complain, my challenge is getting buyer, my challenge is getting buyer, my challenge is getting buyer, but you are not doing things that will make you to be able to get the buyer. You're not doing things that will make it easy for you to be able to get the buyer. Number 1, you have not exported before. Number 2, you're not ready to learn to be able to demonstrate to a buyer that you are serious even though you are new. And then you still want to export. So I'm talking about all those stories to let us understand the fact that we already have credibility issue as a nation. So anytime you are talking to a buyer, you need to demonstrate to him that you're serious. And I'll be talking about some of the things we need to do to be able to demonstrate to an intending buyer that we're really, really serious and ready to do the business. Bill Gates said something. He said business and ICT are becoming inextricably interwoven. Inextricably interwoven. He said, I don't think anybody can talk meaningfully about one without the other. And it's very correct. Very, very correct. That business and ICT are interwoven. Business and ICT are interwoven. So any business you want to do that is devoid of the internet, that is devoid of telecommunication, that is devoid of computer is dead on arrival. You have a business, you're not using internet for anything. You're not using computer for anything. You're not using telecom for anything. That business is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. So you must be able to use the internet to power your business. We are communicating now. Some of you are in Abuja. Some of you are outside the country. Some of you are in Kano, Kaduna, different parts of the country. But we are congregating online together and discussing. Why? Because of technology. That is the power of technology. And that's what technology has come to do or brought to bear for us as humans. So we should understand that we really cannot do much without it. So that means the question has to be asked myself is, how does ICT, or how do I use ICT to empower, to enhance, to support whatever it is that I'm doing? Because you can't separate business from ICT. You cannot separate business from ICT. Some of the programs we do for certification for professionals, we are getting to a point where people can do their exam in their room. That is the point we are getting to. People are developing technology, working to expert develop technology that you don't need to come physically for lecture. You attend your lecture online, do your exam online, and we can mentor you also online without merely seeing ourselves. What am I trying to say? I'm basically saying that we cannot do without technology. So don't tell me I'm not technology savvy. Hey, it's my children that will do all that. Maybe you hire someone that will do it for you. You pay a professional to do it for you. Whatever the case is, you need the power of technology to give you a leverage in your business. And export is not an exception. Export is not an exception. Export is not an exception. Any business existing today without any input of the internet, of computer, or telecommunication is dead on arrival. Such a business will soon lose its relevance, no matter how great, how grand the idea of the product or service is. No matter how great, how grand the idea or the product or service is, that business will soon be out. It's on its way out. It's just a matter of time. That business will soon be out. It is on its way out. It's just a matter of time. So we really cannot do without technology. So what I'll be doing today is to show you how powerful technology is and how it can help you do promotion online, sourcing for buyers online. You will now realize that your problem is not getting buyers. The real problem is raising funds for the project. The real problem is getting the right product and services. The real problem is getting the right quality. The real problem is getting the right packaging. The real problem is not getting buyers. And I'll keep saying this for those that care to listen. I have product that I export. I still did a shipment again today to UK. The product I exported, people see it in the UK. They call the lady producing it. They want to distribute for him. He is not looking for market. They want to distribute for him. They are the one, they give her money to send it to them. He's not looking for market. They are looking for her. When your product is good, the buyer will appear. When your product is good, the buyer will appear. If you can have this mindset and mentality, I can assure you, you will now know that, okay, let me focus on what is really, really important. And then getting buyer. Because when we finish what we'll be doing in the next 2 weeks, within this week and next week, you'll realize that if you put them into practice, it becomes a lot easier for you. And by the way, those people that have asked for previous videos, if you join the Telegram channel, we'll be dropping it there from time to time so you can get to have access to the previous video of this program right there on the Telegram channel from time to time. Market access in international trade is a major challenge for exporters who are looking for buyers to sell their product all over the world. Market access. However, this problem can be largely surmounted through the deployment of the power of information and communication technology. This problem can be largely surmounted through the deployment of the power of information and telecommunication technology. And that's what we want to look at today. Since technology has elicited privatization, what is privatization? Privatization is the ability of the human spirit to experience its highest bliss and misery without human interaction. The ability of the human spirit to experience its highest bliss and misery without human interaction. It is called privatization. The human being can enjoy themselves to the fullest or can be depressed and almost committing suicide without human interaction, just by being online. Just by being online. So since the technology has elicited privatization among human beings in the world through the invention of social media, it has become easier to target market your product all over the world. It has become easier to target market your product all over the world. Courtesy privatization created by the media. Courtesy privatization created by the media. Human beings are now spending more time online. Human beings are now spending more time online. On different platforms. This has made it easy to reach many people and thereby making it possible to market and consequently sell their product to different buyers around the world. You know, COVID has actually increased the number of time people spend online. COVID-19 have increased the number of time people spend online. COVID-19 has increased the number of time people spend online. What is that telling you? That is basically telling you that more and more people are going to be online now, and you can reach more people online to be able to sell your product. The only thing you need to incur is time and cost. Cost in terms of how much you are spending to reach people with your product. And you need to understand the model. In promoting your product online, there is a model called AIDA model. AIDA. AIDA model. AIDA model says that before you can get people to buy your product, to take action in buying your product, you go through 4 phases. Your initial promotion creates only awareness. With continuous promotion, you can move from awareness. With continuous promotion, you can move from awareness to generate interest. With continuous promotion, you can move from a level of awareness to generate interest. You can move from a level of awareness to generate interest with continuous promotion. Now, when you generate interest and you continue promotion, you can move the people from interest to desire. Interest, they are now checking out before they don't even check it out. They just know it exists. By interest, they check it out. By desire, they are looking for the feature. They're not just checking it out, okay, what is this person saying? Now they are saying, it has this feature, it has this benefit, it has this feature, it has this benefit. They are now looking at that. Before you know it, before you know it, before you know it, if you continue promoting, you move them from desire to action. At the point of action, they are ready to buy. At the point of action, they are ready to buy. At the point of action, they are ready to buy. In order to grow the volume of exportation being done from Nigeria, there are 2 things that must inevitably be done. If these things are not done, we will remain very small. First, leveraging on power of information technology in order to overcome most of the barriers of market access in international trade. And second, the unwavering commitment to move away from commodity export, which is modern slavery, to concentrating on value-added manufactured export. To value-added manufactured export. That means we need to reduce. We might not be able to stop completely for commodity, but we need to reduce the degree of commodity we focus on and consider value-added export. And consider value-added export. Why is this important? This is what will make us be able to generate the forex we are looking for. This is what will make us be able to generate the forex we are looking for. We need that foreign exchange seriously, but commodity is not good enough for us to use. This is what will help us to be able to generate the foreign exchange we are looking for. Because we'll be able to make more money. Africa is exporting so much, but the amount we get in monetary terms is so small. And despite the volume of export done from Africa, we are still less than 3% when it comes to total trade done in the world. Because we are mainly exporting minerals, raw minerals, and raw agro-commodities. Raw minerals and raw agro-commodities. Raw minerals and raw agro-commodities. Raw minerals and raw agro-commodities. All right. Now, look at the top 20 countries in the world as of 2019 that are using internet. Top 20 in the world. Remember, we are leveraging our technology, so you can understand the number of people in that country using internet. Using internet. If you look at China, as of 2019, almost a billion people. India, 560 million. United States, 292 million. Brazil, 149. Indonesia, 143. Nigeria, 119. Japan, 118. Russia, 109. And you can see the number in millions. And these numbers are very significant because some of them are up to like half, more than half of like Nigeria. That's more than half. United States is more than 2/3 of the country. Same in China. So for many countries, more than half of the country are online. More than half, averagely, are online. Now, and those are the people we are looking for. Those are the people we want to target to be able to buy our product. Those are the people we are looking for. Those are the people we want to target to be able to buy our product. So this is to tell you the potential of what online can do right now. How much online can do right now. How much online can do right now. In terms of the people to reach, the countries, and this is across different countries. Across different countries. Now, this is the world in 1 minute. The world in 1 minute. The internet world in 1 minute. Now, see how many people are on Facebook. 1 million login in 1 minute. Every minute, 1 million people are logging into Facebook. Every minute. See YouTube. 4.5 million videos are viewed in 1 minute. Now, this is to give you an idea. This is to give you an idea of the potential opportunities available on the internet. The opportunity available in the internet world. This will give you an idea. Look at Twitter. 87,500 people tweeting per minute. Instagram, 347,000 scrolling per minute. Look at WhatsApp, 41.6 million messages sent per minute. The highest is email, 188 emails sent per minute. I'm trying to paint a picture in our mind that the platform we are talking about that we'll be exploring, this platform have huge activity every minute. Huge activity every minute. And for me, that is instructive. Very, very instructive. Very, very instructive because that's basically telling you that so many things are happening online. So you really cannot afford to say you want to do a business and you call it international business and you are not doing much online. Social media use region, in different regions of the world. You can see Asia. So if you're looking for market in Asia, see the people using social media, 1.1 billion. In South Asia, 449 billion. In Southeast Asia, 402 million. This is 449 million, 402 million. In South America, 285. In North America, 255. Monthly social media users. This is talking about social media users. And this is talking about percentage of the population in that area. 70%. North America, 70%. South America, 66%. Let's look at Africa, West Africa, 12%. You see, internet penetration in Africa is still very low. But we can do a lot in Europe. Eastern Europe, 48%. Western Europe, 54%. Social media users over time. Can you see the growth from 1.8 to 3.4 billion users? And it's been growing every year, every year, every year. From 2014, it has doubled between 2014 and date. Almost double. Between 2014 and today, it's almost double the usage of social media by different people in the world. So this is giving us an idea of what is happening online that will help us to be able to do what we want to do. Based on active users of the top social media network in each country, territory, compared to the population, social media penetration. This is, and remember, we are using social media as a platform to reach buyers. But if you look at these statistics, they are amazing. UAE, 99%. 99%. 99% of the population. That is interesting. 99%. Nigeria, 12%. Digital around the world in April, as of 2 months ago, there are 7.7 billion people in the world, 55% living in urban area. There are 4.16 billion mobile phone users in the world. There are 4.75 billion internet users in the world. Internet users in the world. And there are 3.8 billion social media users in the world. These are instructive, very, very instructive, as to the potential of operating online. Very, very instructive as to the potential of operating online. Very, very instructive as to the potential of operating online. Global digital growth. See the growth in internet usage, 7.1% of the people in the world. Growth between April last year and April this year, 7.1 internet users growing. So if everybody, and social media, 8.7, social media is even more. So that's basically telling you that everybody is going online. So if I can take my position online early enough, then it might become a lot easier for me to do whatever it is I want to do in my business. Overview of global internet use. 4.5 billion users. Internet. Internet users as percentage of population of the world, 59%. Annual growth in the number of internet users, 7.1%. Average amount of time spent per day using the internet by each internet user. Average amount of time spent per day in the world is over 6 hours. Sorry. Is over 6 hours. That is interesting. Mobile internet users. 4.2 billion mobile internet users. Mobile internet users as a percentage of internet users, 92% of people who use phones are on the internet. Those that have mobile phones and they are online, 92% of them are accessing internet with their phones. Share of internet user accessing via smartphone, Mobile internet user as percentage of internet, mobile internet user, but this for smartphone, 91, very close. Share of all internet user accessing via feature phone, 3.2%. Those are using, touchlight kind of phone. Average daily time spent, 3 hours, 24 minutes. Online content activity. What do people do online? They watch videos. They are on vlogs, listening to music, listening to radio station, listening to podcast. That's what people are doing online. The world most used social media is Facebook. The next is YouTube, and then WhatsApp. This is as at April 2020. As at April 2020, almost 2.5 billion people are on Facebook. Facebook is the largest. And you'll be shocked. A lot of Chinese are not on Facebook, so you can't access it in China. Facebook Messenger, 1.3 billion. WeChat, that is the Chinese version of WhatsApp, 1.16 billion. Instagram, 1 billion people on Instagram. 1 billion people on Instagram. TikTok, 800 million. Snapchat, 398. Pinterest and Twitter, 386, 366. As at April this year, just 2 months ago. These are so Facebook have always been, and YouTube has been growing, and I love the way YouTube is growing. So that means you might want to also do video content on YouTube. You might want to do video content on YouTube. You might want to do video content on YouTube to be able to reach people around the world who will be interested in your product. So basically what I'm saying is that when someone say, oh, I don't have buyers, I'm looking for buyers, the question is what effort are you making? And how much are you deploying the power of the internet? How much are you deploying the power of the internet? How much are you deploying the power of the internet? Total number of social media, of active social media users, 3.8 billion. Social media user as a percentage of population in terms of penetration, 49%. Growth in social media usage, 8.7%. Total number of social media accessing it via phone, mobile phone, 3.7 billion. Percentage of total social media user accessing via mobile phone, 99% of mobile phone user accessing on their phone. So we already have a good chunk of the world population, like half of the world population online. So what I'm trying to do basically is to let you know that the market is there for you. Question, how do I reach them? We'll be discussing that, don't worry. We'll be discussing that. User overlap. Who use any percentage of users of each social media platform between age 16 and 64 who report using a selection of other social media platforms. People that use Facebook, 94% don't use other social media platforms. You notice that all these social media platforms, a number of them use other social media platforms. That means I can reach one person on 2 or 3 social media platforms, basically. So those that use Facebook and use YouTube, 87. Use Facebook and Instagram, 67. Use Facebook and Reddit, 18%. You notice that Facebook, YouTube, Instagram are the real deal. They are the real deal. Facebook audience overview. Now,